Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to make a short video on T56 modifications. As you can see, I have my transmission out of the car just because third and fourth gear was grinding. I'm not sure why. I pulled it apart. I put a new synchro slider in. But anyways, all back together. Hopefully everything's perfectly fine. But I wanted to take a couple minutes and show everybody an in-depth look on how I made the modifications for the T56 for my Camaro. This is a T56 that is out of a newer F body. So the LT1 T56 had a different faceplate for the clutch fork style clutch, and this one was for a hydraulic clutch. So basically, I don't know, I'm kind of old fashioned. I don't really like hydraulic clutches. I like the feel of a mechanical clutch. So I wanted to have the mechanical clutch set up in my car, and I wanted to find a way to do that, especially since finding all the hydraulic stuff was pretty expensive. I went to go look for used LT1 stuff, and it was pretty expensive. So I'm like, there's got to be an easier way. There's got to be something we could do on the cheap that will work, will be good, and it does work. It's been working great. I've had it in the car for well over a year now. I'm really happy with it. It's just the same as a regular 4-speed. So I'll dive right into that in a moment. I'll take a second and give you guys a couple updates on what's going on in the garage here. The C10 is actually out. I finished it. 5 speeds in, the hydraulic clutch is in. The motor was running. Unfortunately, the owner of the truck was a tiny bit impatient during the tuning process, and I had a lot of trouble getting the EFI going because, like I said, it was a used EFI. There's a few things that the wiring harness was absolutely butchered, and trying to get it running was an absolute nightmare. And during the break-in process, I'm pretty sure we wiped the cam load. So I have a spare cam regardless anyways. I'm going to throw in it. That's only going to be a couple hours job. And that thing's out the door. I would have liked to have made more videos on it. Well, I'll make a couple videos on it, just doing some tests. But I mean, honestly, it's a nice truck. My cousin loves his truck, but I mean, it's not really one of my projects. And I kind of wanted to focus on my projects. And anyways, we'll do some talking about it. So regardless, Camaro's on the lift. Finally, I'll be able to go underneath the car and show you a better look of what I did to the bell housing. My wife's car is over here. We got her a Mustang last week. Unfortunately, there'll be no work on it because, not like me, she's a tad bit smarter and she bought something in such good shape it doesn't need any work. But where's the fun in that, right? And what else did I want to talk about? The LST build, which is still on hold. I had ordered a forged crank, forged pistons, forged connecting rod, all that good stuff like a month and a half ago, and still not here yet. Still waiting. Apparently it wasn't on back order, but I don't know what's going on with that. I ordered a fiberglass hood for the Camaro, which I'll be installing. And also this nifty little thing, kind of completely aside from everything that's going on in here, but I will do a review on this in my next video. This is the Pulsar XT from Super Chips, I think. It doesn't actually say Super Chips anywhere on it, but anyways, I bought it from Holly under Super Chips. It's for my F-150. It's the one of the only ones they make. I think this is the cheaper one, which still was 800 bucks. But anyways, it's supposed to add up to 65 horsepower and 90 foot-pounds of torque. So I installed this yesterday. Super easy to install. Just follow the instructions. It's not like any other chip that's just plug and play. I had to tap into the boost control sensor, the mat sensor, the map sensor, and then the pedal sensor. So there's a few different things. It wasn't just plug in the OBD2 and go. But I'll do a review on this in my next video. go out and do some testing. It's supposed to have rain in the next couple of days, so it's kind of yucky. But look for this, because there is no videos and no testing. I was kind of disappointed because this one is by Super Chips. There's one out there by Livernois, and then I think one or two other ones. And if you go on YouTube, if you go on their channel, all they have is just dyno testing. There's no real world testing. There's nobody who's put any videos on the internet of how it drives, different power levels as they're driving, you know, just stock, 0 to 60s. And it was kind of disappointing because I really wanted to see what, I've always had a chip in my truck. I've had the EcoBoost for years. And I really wanted to see what the difference was and couldn't find anything. So hopefully that'll be the first. Anyways, getting right into this. So, like I said, regular T56, nice and heavy. And this is the faceplate of it. So, first thing you'll notice is that there are 2 bolt holes right here. Bring the camera in a little closer so there's 2 bolt holes right here. This is supposed to be for where the hydraulic clutch goes. And in a nutshell, what I did was I decided to just take a piece of cardboard and trace out the outline of this, so I could make something that would bolt on top of it, and then act as a slider for like just a thrush bearing. So anyways, what I came up with was this thing. So this is basically the correct diameter tubing. What is it? This is just, if you go on eBay, you can get the sleeve for a Mustang T56. See, the Mustang T56s had a sleeve that went over top of it, and the GMs did not. So I got the pivot ball here, which I basically measured with the fork, welded it in place, went on the back side, and then just welded a bolt on the back to have structural support on the back side. So once it's on there, this bolt presses against the back plate right there, so there's no flex in this piece. And basically all you do, fire that over top of that right there, throw your bolts in, a little bit of Loctite, and then that's it. Come over here, I got clutch fork. So this is just a standard small block Chevy bearing. Fire that on there. Fire the clutch fork on there. And that's it. You're done. It's just that easy. You can run your stock clutch set up with a T56. Next, I don't remember if I notched this out. I know that they have quite a big notch here for the hydraulic lines that come out. Now, I'm trying to remember if I notched this out. I might have taken a little bit of meat out, but not a whole lot. And this cut looks really, really, really clean for me to have done it. So I'm not sure. But anyways, I took out, this is about 3/4 of an inch of a notch that I took out. I don't know if you guys can see that. Just to clear the clutch fork. Next, we got to go to the car. That's my wife's car, by the way. She really loves it. Not my favorite style of Mustang, but whatever. Anyways, here we are. We have arrived. So, as you can see, this is a 97, I think? 97 to 2000 bell housing. Get it off eBay. 100-some bucks. Like, dirt cheap. You can't go wrong with that. So, take the bell housing, bolt it to the T56. All I did was make a notch right there. There's already a small notch there for where the hydraulic hoses come out. You open that right up, make room for your clutch fork. That's it. It took a tiny bit of measuring, but just to give you guys a rough idea, that's all it took to put a mechanical clutch fork in this car. And I looked everywhere on the internet and couldn't find anybody else who had done it. And asked a few questions, nothing. So, not going to say it's the best solution that's ever been, but it's a good solution. It's a great solution. It's a cheap solution. So I wanted to share that with you, and I guess that would be the end of it. I mean, it's not any harder than that, to be honest. Like, it took me a little bit of time to map it out. I don't think I'd ever make it in mass production. I don't know if anybody would ever buy them. But anyways, that's it. If you have any questions, shoot me some comments down below. But don't rack your head on that. If you got a T56 you're planning on putting in your project car and you really want to do something cheap and you really like the feel of a mechanical clutch, that's all it takes. Like, I don't know why this isn't on the market or why nobody's come up with this yet, but yeah, it should be a thing, but it's not. Anyways, so keep your eyes peeled for some more videos coming. I know it's been a while since I put one out just because I've been really busy. Work's kind of killing me, but it is what it is. I mean, it's that time of year. Spring is here, clean up, all that stuff, but whatever. I'm going to get into, as soon as I get parts, I'm going to start building this motor and show everybody what it takes to build an LS-LT hybrid. And hopefully that'll get in the car before the end of the year. I'm kind of getting a little antsy because the car is currently on the lift. I still got to finish body work. I still got to do a paint job. And it's nice enough out now that I should be driving. So this has got to get rolling. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. And stay tuned and look for some more videos. Have a good one.